We have BL Raina now, who's dialed in from Jammu. How can we help you, Mr. Raina?
हाँ, एक बिल्डिंग हमने खरीदा था बिल्डर से, 55 लाख टोटल कॉस्ट है और 1% डिडक्शन नहीं किया हमने, 1% TDS जो काटना था।
ठीक है।
अब हमें वो काटना है तो उसमें पेनल्टी वगैरह भी लगेगी क्या? और अभी पोजीशन नहीं लिया है।
आपने पोजीशन नहीं लिया है और TDS अभी तक आपने कटवाया नहीं है। इसमें कब खरीदा था आपने
ये जनवरी 15 से हम इंस्टॉलमेंट दे रहे हैं।
जनवरी 2015 से इंस्टॉलमेंट दे रहे हैं।
हाँ
जी, तो आपको ये जानना है कि आपको TDS कब तक भरना है, राइट?
नहीं, TDS तो काटना है, अब
हाँ।
सुना है, लेकिन 1%, लेकिन उसमें पेनल्टी वगैरह क्या लगनी है?
ठीक है। तो Shipra, he started paying installments on this home from January 2015 onwards, not yet paid TDS. What kind of penalty will he have to pay? If you could also, if you could just work back a little and give our viewers a sense of when exactly do you have to pay the TDS on the home purchase? Is it after you purchase the home? Is it after you register the agreement? When is the TDS supposed to be deducted?
Sure. So typically, a TDS is supposed to be deducted in cases where the property value or the consideration you're paying is above 50 lakhs. So that's the first step. So typically, if you're making, say, 7 to 8 installments for this 50 lakhs, then at each installment, you should be deducting TDS at 1%. So typically, you get possession of the home, or the date of allotment really is when you become the owner of the property. And from there, depending on the number of installments you make, you will have to deduct TDS at 1%. So, so now Amar, I think, asked whether what are the consequences of non-payment of TDS. So I think before going into the non-consequences, as a next step, what should be done is that when you're making your next installment, you should probably deduct all the TDS that should have been deducted even in the previous installments and have that deposited with the tax department. So that's the first step you should be taking into account. Secondly, in terms of monetary consequences, there are a couple of monetary consequences of non-deduction of TDS. Firstly, you will have to pay interest on the amounts that were not deducted but should have been deducted. So in terms of the period for which this interest has to be paid, so that will start from the day you needed to deposit the or deduct the TDS to the day you actually deducted the TDS. Interest is payable at a rate of 1% on a monthly basis. Secondly, there's also a daily interest charge or a daily sort of payment amount of rupees 200, which is called a late charge fee, payable on every single day that you have not paid your TDS. Thirdly, like you mentioned, there is a penalty component to this. However, the penalty component is on the discretion of the tax officer. So only if the tax officer feels that there is some malice to this or there is some intentional wrongdoing that you have done, will the tax officer even levy this penalty. Penalty ranges from 10,000 to about 1 lakh.
Okay, so that's quite a steep penalty there, 10,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees. So it's best that you pay the TDS and get it over with. Just to reiterate, Shipra, when do you actually have to pay the TDS? So I buy a home today. When do I start paying TDS? When do I have to deduct that TDS? Do I have to do it the day I sign my agreement? I believe you are given some time till the 7th of the month after you buy the home. But do I have to pay it the day after I sign my agreement, or after I register my agreement, or after I get possession?
So after you get your allotment letter saying that you have been allotted this property, and after that, if you're making an installment, you're making an installment of suppose 5 lakhs, in that case, you will deduct your TDS. And at the 7 days from the end of the month in which you made the installment, like you correctly said, you have to then pay the TDS deducted to the income tax government.
So when you're saying allotment letter, that means possession, right? Or are you saying that the day I sign my sale deed? Because the allotment letter means a lot of things. So when you say allotment letter, does it mean the day I sign my sale deed?
Yes, it should mean
From
the
that
day you sign it.
So registration has nothing to do with your TDS. If you are buying property, you have to pay 1% TDS, and that too if the property value is more than 50 lakh rupees. So the day you sign your sale deed, you have to pay the TDS within the 7th of the month of the next month, which means that say you bought property in July, then you need to pay your TDS by the 7th of August. You need to pay 1% of the cost of the property. And if you've not done that, then obviously you will have to pay penalty, you will have to pay interest, like Shipra told you sometime back.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.